do reality TV, it's best to be real because you want to be relatable. You know, none of our lives are perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, come with me to In the City magazine cover reveal, along with it's also the Toya Reginae show premiere. So this was a really nice event. Here go Reginae walking in and Toya. They both look so beautiful. And here's me. All right, and also they're walking into this area where they, we're doing interviews and things like that. All right, so up next is the interview they had with In the City magazine.
Herself, Miss Toya Johnson rushing next to my slide. All right, so first question, you guys. So I really want to start off by asking you guys, Toya, you've been in the, you're not new to this, you're true to this, right? So you've been in the reality space since 2009, of course, with Toya and Tiny, which a lot of people know you from. What was it like? I want to ask you, what was it like getting back into like the reality space versus when you were involved in it? How has it evolved? What is reality TV like for you today? What was that experience like for you?
Well, in the beginning, when we first started, Tanya and Toya, that was a different type of era back then. Like, we were the ones that came out with like that raw TV, where not afraid to show your real family thing, your real family dramas. They had the Real Worlds and different shows like that. Then you had Tanya and Toya, where it's like real on the clock. You see my mom out there looking for her. They thinking about to get something. T.I. and Lil Wayne and get real vulnerable moments from me and Tiny. And we opened out to the world. And from there, I just feel like when you sign up to do reality TV, it's best to be real because you want to be relatable. None of our lives are perfect. We all go through things. And I just feel like if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to show my reality.
I love that. So speaking of that, reality, right? Because there's a lot of stigmas to reality TV show, like what's real, what's fake. From your experience this go round, I guess what was the most surprising aspects to you where you were like, hold up, that's a little too real. Like, let's pull back.
Yes.
Talk about that experience.
Well, this season, it's a lot of those moments this season. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when you're filming a reality TV show, especially like a show like our show that's based on family drama, it's like you never know what you're gonna get. We had this one scene where we were at home just chilling, and my brother Casey, just the live wire family, it's like he's so unpredictable. You just never know what you're gonna get when it comes to Casey. So we all just chilling and cameras rolling. Well, at the time cameras wasn't rolling. He decided to wild out. So there you have it, like a real raw moment with cameras there. It's like, what the F are you doing? But we gotta keep going. We on the show. So it's like some things you really don't want to show, but then it happens. So it's like, shit, this is our life. Like, we're not afraid or ashamed to share it. We signed up for it. So it's like, very transparent.
And for Reginae, so you're a budding actress. Like, you just popping out on the scene as an actress. I want to know from you. So I'm curious to know, right? So you've been experiencing scripted TV, scripted film versus unscripted film. What has been like the biggest adjustment that you have had to make with like, oh, this is not scripted, like this is not real life. Like, what has that experience been like for you? See if that works in the top.
Hello, hi, this is Reginae Carter, and I just want to make sure that y'all was good. Okay, that worked. Okay, so, shoot. I would say, ever since we got on TV, I'm not gonna lie, the question is so good. Ever since we got on TV, it's only been real. Like, that's all my mama been like since I've been 10 years old. Listen, You don't have to fake nothing. You get on there. This is our life, and that's what it is. So we've always been real and raw. So I've always had to experience my life is already getting told on the blogs and whichever way it wants. So it's good for us to have a platform where we tell y'all our life in our way, and it's the truth. So.
Yes.
No, for real, make some noise for that. To your point, I think that's so important, being able to control the narrative. And because you have so many blogs, so many platforms.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
By the way, we are
also
also executive producers of our show. So every show was Toya and Toya, we were executive producers of that, and we're executive producers of this show. So we control our narrative. So nobody can tell our story but us the way we want to.
I love that. And that's an important part because you see people go on and then it's like, that is not the true representation of who I am, what I value, what I believe. And so for you guys to be able to be in this position where you have creative control over the narrative and you have creative luxuries to be able to take liberties in like the space in itself, I think is important. Now, from you guys doing the reality show, there's a lot of personalities. Like, there's a lot of personalities in this show. So I want to know for you guys filming, what has been the most surprising in terms of who has the potential, I guess, to have a spin-off where you're like, oh, okay, you turn it up.
Me!
I'm sorry. No, my grandma.
My mom for sure. Like, my mom is such a loving person. She's such a funny person. She brings so much like energy to the show just by being her. It's like you never know what my mom is gonna say. Like I'll be like, oh wait, whoa. Like, you know, you have to stop her. So if I had to say anybody for a spin-off on this show, it would definitely be my mom.
Yes. Make some noise for Miss Anita in the building. Where you at? Where you at? Okay, so I actually had a conversation with your mom at the bar.
She's off the chain.
She's off the chain, but let me tell you something. And you might recognize this yourself, obviously being her daughter, but there are windows, like pockets, where you can really get something profound out of her. And I had a moment in an interaction with her, and she actually told me something. She said that she actually has extreme adoration, and she admires you so much as her own child, in the sense that you've been able to navigate a space where you raised Reginae to not be the product of who you have been in the past and the insurmountable circumstances that you've come through and that you've been through. And that was the moment that really resonated with me because it really struck with me. I'm a girl mom too. Like, I know what it's like to have daughters, and it's very complex and complicated. And when she was telling me that she has total adoration, and I love that word, because she adores you for who you've been able to become as a mom, as a whole mother. Make some noise for the mothers in the building. So I want to ask you that, because that really strung with me. It's like, what was your level of intentionality behind motherhood and being able to raise Reginae and of course Rain different from where you've come from?
My biggest thing is to give my children the life I didn't have. To give my children affection, to give them love, to give them a life of like, you know, I feel like they're going to go through things in life, but my job as a parent is to protect them as much as I can and pour into them as much as I can. So I just want to like just shift things around when it comes to them. Like I want them to live a completely total different life than I do.
I love that. And then as we get ready to wrap, I want to ask you guys one more question about the show, and then a couple questions about the magazine. But for the show, as we close, what was the most surprising thing that you would say that you learned about each other during filming?
I love my kids. All my kids. I'm proud of them. I'm grown. And I love them.
Period.
Very true.
Okay. Y'all make some noise for her. you guys learn how to navigate, or that you're like, okay, mom, and okay, daughter, like, I see you. What was the most surprising thing that you guys learned about each other during filming?
Well, I would say, I feel like we've been doing TV together for a long time, but I feel like the older we get, we learn more about each other. The older I get, the older we get, like, as, know about it, but like, I feel like we already kind of knew about the TV aspect. Like, we've been doing this for a long time with reality TV. Even our family, we had Toya Family's Affair. Like, so it's like not nothing new to us, but we're all in different places in our life now. We're older, so we all learn different things. But I feel like this is kind of like our norm.
Okay. Toya, what about for you? Was there something surprising where you're like, that's interesting, Reginae? Like, okay, that's surfacing during this filming, but I didn't know that about you.
Well, I know she had this season, she had this one. Well, she really told me stuff off camera too, so it wasn't nothing surprising, like pop out. We don't have that type of show now. We got a real life thing going on. I know what's going on with my daughter. Like, I don't need to be finding out when the world finds out. But I did know she had her little Wizard Kelly situation going on, but I had met him prior to, like, right before the camera started. So, but other than that, it's like, we are close. We have a really close relationship. So we talk all the time, even with her being in LA. I will go visit LA. She'll come home a lot. Like, she's on, yeah. So it wasn't nothing different.
I love that. And just, speaking of that, that is true. I am for the photo shoot for In the City magazine. Y'all make some noise for In the City magazine. About that before we close and we reveal the cover, because you guys are our feature for this month, and we're so excited to show everybody that. But as you guys are doing publication together, because film is one thing, and then print and digital media is another thing. Talk to me about your experience with working with In the City magazine and how you guys have been able to have this synergy in publication.
We had a really good time shooting a cover for In the City magazine. I love working when I just feel like that's just more memories for us. The more things we do together, especially magazine covers, it's just memories that I'm creating with my daughter, and, things that we will hold on to forever.
Reginae?
I would say the same.
I love my child. Let's get the point.
All right, so without further ado, where's Q at? In 3, 2, 1. Y'all make some noise for In the City magazine. Thank you so much. Please go read the actual article about, how they've been able to.
I met a few different people here. You get to see my little selfies with them. I met Toot Reacts. She's on YouTube. She has her channel. Check it out. And I just want to thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.